Guys, today we're gonna do an E85 upgrade to the GoPro and a little something else. Let me show you. What do we have here? Oh yeah. Yep, guys. It's time. We're gonna do the LT2 Intake. We've seen a lot of people do this. It's giving almost the same airflow as the MSD. $1,300, $250. Let's get it. Alright guys, let's say with this, just gotta do a little work. And yeah, they do fit on the CA vets, but after looking at a few videos, we're just gonna drill us a hole and put us a spot for the brake booster. We had to get a relocation kit because now the map is on the opposite side, and the LT1 is here, and this it's here, and we're gonna have to grind this area down just so it clears the high pressure fuel pump that's under the intake. And of course on the vets they up front because the intake's backwards, but in order to work for this we have to clear this out. And I got new gaskets and everything, so let's get it. LT2. You see all the runners in here are short. Pretty much a short deal. See if we can look up in here. See what's going on. All of them are the same length. Like they say, the LT2. The LT1s are different lengths on the runners. Not bad. Kind of ugly. I got something for that. And they said you can bore this out, but you can't get enough for 95mm, which they do have adapters, and I need to see if anybody said that it's actually worth doing. In the meantime, let's get it. Alright guys, first things first. Looks like we're gonna have to take this one apart. And when we get it, we'll compare them. Put them side by side, see what we got. Alright, let's get it. get him. I'll break him. Got a little boot in the back of our intake. Alright guys, the sensor kit, E85, everything you need. Right here, we got to take the fuel line off. We got the factory fuel line with the end clips. We got the wiring harness right here and the sensor that actually detects how much E85 or ethanol content is actually in your gas so it can adjust properly. Make sure before you put E85 in your car that it's already tuned for it. You have to get that done before you can put E85 in. So what's going to happen is we're going to take this off, put the line here, connect this in and the new hose I just showed you to that sensor and run it. And it has a wiring harness. Run the wiring harness down here, tap it into this. It's a jumper. It's already ready for it. It's fused. It's ready to go. Put it in there, take the jumper and put the regular one back into that. So now we got our power. You have to ground it on this. It's a bolt right here, right in front of this. That's what you ground it to. And we run it around. And we're going to have to take this off, and tap it in and put a fuse pin inside this when we power it. So now you know the plan. Let's get it. Well, looky here. Looks like we got a little injectors going on. High pressure fuel pump, direct injected. I seen a guy modify this so we can put it back on quieter, or the intake, kill off the chatter noise. We'll do it. In the meantime, while I was talking to you guys, guess what showed up? Oh yeah, we're getting ready. In the meantime, we got this going on. Let's get it. Okay, we got both our intakes here. Let's look at them from the front. Can see the difference. One is definitely taller than the other. Alright, what we got to do here is we're going to take that off, because now on the new one it's moved to this side, so it fits right here, and you got to work with an extension. On this, I already got a catch can that's actually going to connect to that, and I actually got a 90-degree because I don't like that sticking all the way up in the air. We're going to get it down to kind of match halfway of what that's doing. We got to pull all the bolts out, switch them over. They'll pop right out of there. Hit them from the bottom, they'll pop up, so we can still use the same hardware. And we'll switch them over to this. In the meantime, we also, like I said, we got to grind that down so it actually fit on that high volume pump, so we can make it work. We'll put our gaskets in, and we'll grind these centers out so we can reuse our cushion, which we're gonna reuse. We just got to cut the back of that out that goes over the lump of that fuel pump right there. They call that the HPFP, high pressure fuel pump. I didn't get one for a Z01 yet. For what I'm doing, hopefully it can make it work. But I do have a lash cap. Lash cap, we're going to put it up under there because I got a couple more goodies coming. And we're going to need that for everything that we're doing. So, in the meantime, let's get them ready so we can get our intake back on. Let's get it. Right now we're going to go ahead and set up for our E85. So basically, gotta get this little piece off here, clamp it. Slide him out the bottom. Get a little tool. Over to the side. We're getting ready to be put in. Keep him up like that so he don't lose no gas. Okay. Put this in here. Let him in. He's made to turn this way. We can't run him like this. Attach him to here. And then this right here, we'll put another direction. So they recommend that you put it on this way. Some people do. I guess it's all the preference and which way you do it. It's a lot easier with the intake off. And actually make it neater, and unlike me, make it a mess. We'll get it up in here, and I want it to be neat, so it actually has a hole for a screw, and I'm wondering, even with that intake, can I mount it back there neatly? That's what I'm going to try to do. So I already getting the black harness for these wires, and I'm going to run the power sensor for that as well, but we have to run it down here so we can plug it into this harness. So we'll get it down here. And in the meantime, make our jumper. We'll make a route. One quick note, if you guys is ever wondering what a catch can is for, just look at this right here. I just wiped those off. They're pretty clean. Let's look at the other side. I haven't did yet. See that? It's oil consumption. It's everywhere. Just have to wipe it off. You wonder why you get that color inside. It's oil. It's blowback. It's kind of bad. So make sure that you guys get the catch can so you don't be messing up your heads. Cause it's not hard to do at all. Now, what I was going to do was go ahead and start on them injectors, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. Go ahead and just get that intake done. Just want to show y'all that deal on the main reason why we need a catch can. Catch that oil pressure in these motors are ridiculous, but they all well, but it gets past. Some of them comes up through the intake where it's routed, and it'll burn right through there. So you definitely want to get a catch can. See what we can get here. It's just a little damp. It's not much. That catch can work wonders. It's just on the outside, not the inside. Let's get it. Man, it's just freaking amazing what wiring does. Gives it that nice touch. I'm gonna need that. I gotta show y'all something. This funny looking thing right here. Could be a toy gun, but probably not. Beautiful. I love it. ground wire. Of course, this will connect in this whenever we get ready. But right now, we not. So, now that everything's out the way, let's start working on the installation. I don't know how far that went, but I connected this in, brought him up, keep him out the way, run him through here, as you can see, connected him to this connector it's supposed to be on. This will go into this. Now, we'll cut this so we can get it to work with our intake. And we'll do a dry test. Let's get it. First dry test. Look good in the front. Back here we still got the hump. We got the hump because I ain't shaved it. But we're gonna shave them down and see what we look like. So let's pull them off. Get ready to get our grind on. Oh yeah. Let's get rid of our stuff. Let's get it. Man, you gotta love Harbor Freight. That's what we're gonna grind it down with. Flat disc. Let's get it. After a swig of this, get our safeties on, we're gonna make it happen. Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna see if this is gonna do. Check it out. Man. Nice. Think this is gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh yeah. It's gonna work. Well, getting ready, guys. Well, as you can see, we got a brake line hose here, so we need to put one over here. This is actually what came out of it right here, so this is what was in the factory one. So we'll get this, screw it in, self-tap, be ready to go. See if it should fit. Slide right in. Perfect nudge. All I gotta do is force it in, and he's airtight. So let's get it. Yep, it's gonna work. Amazon, y'all. Unfortunately, they only come in a 5-pack. So this is what we're gonna do it with. See, you gotta tap real bit. Oh yeah. Amazon, Amazon, Amazon. Alright guys, we got the intake on, torque down to 89 foot-pound torques. For all y'all that don't have the inch torque, it's 89 inch torque, sorry. It actually converts to 7.1, almost 2 foot-pounds. Actually, I already torqued them. I just double checked them. So everything is down 89 inch pound torque. So I got the power for the E85 sensor. I gotta actually put it in there. So we're gonna hold off on that for a second. I'm gonna get the rest of this connected. So I got my extension here, which is ready to go on. I already moved the map on this side, and here's an extension. It's 2 foot, connects to this and goes around to this side, so you plug it in. And I'm gonna get that done and get everything buttoned up, and I'll get you back home. Alright guys, got everything hooked back up. I just gotta find something and plug that, because I'm getting rid of that sound canister for that sound tube. Just get it out of here. Everything is back together. Only thing left is to hook up this. It don't want to focus, but it will. I'll get that hooked up. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Get that plug. We'll fire it up. Okay guys, got a fuel pump right here. I mean a fuel pump, a fuse box. It's always next to the motor. We're gonna power up this one pin that comes with this kit, and this is what's gonna feed the sensor for the E85. So if you look down here, you see it's 2 pin, bam bam, and then this one. That's the one we have to pull off, which is actually this. And all you do is you slide this out, push that center down, and this pulls up, and it comes up like this. So you pull it up between here, which is the front of the motor, and you look at it from the front. So you got a side that got 2, 3, and 2. We're gonna flip it over and get to this side. So let's turn it over and turn it around. Okay, so now that we're looking at it here, if you look where my thumb is, the second row from my thumb, and that 4th gray one down is what we need to pull off, which is that one right there, that 4th gray one down. So we're gonna pull that off, and I'm gonna show you again. That's where we need to slide the pin. As you can see, slides off pretty easy. So now we have an open hole. So now it went from 4 to 3. So you see that open right there. right in here. 1, 2, 3, and the horse next to the blue wire. We're gonna slide ours inside of it. As you can see, get it to focus here. It's kind of tight up in there, but you see I got it going down the side right there. There we go. There we go. So it's going all the way down, rolling to the back. And if you flip it over and look, you should see it in the front. Problems with the focus here. As you can see, it's the only clean one. Back in, locked up. And you see this wire here. This is the one. I didn't get as much as they did on lethal, but I'll take it. And he should be ready to go. And voila. Figure out to give me a plug, put a little black on him. He's sitting all right. Get rid of that sound tube. It's worthless. Don't need it. Everything on, put together. All right, let's fire him up.